Hey guys, welcome back. Today we've got a 1v1 guide for you guys. This is part of the Druid Masterclass series, and if you recognize this video, it's actually at the end of my Demigod series. So I just took that, put it in here, recycled a little bit of content, but all of the information is still relevant. All of it is still useful. I hope you guys enjoy. There are some classes in the game that you absolutely hard counter the shit out of. Some of them, let's talk about them here. Number one is Fighter. If you see a fighter, you always want to take that fight, especially if they're PDR build. You'll just mop up slayers. Most of the time they're running falchions and daggers, so you'll just mop a slayer, no problem. If they're running heavy PDR, the only thing you need to worry about is longsword. If you fight somebody with a longsword, you want to just left click with bear until they attack you. They're going to have a really hard time parrying your left click. You'll get a bunch of free damage in. Eventually they'll realize, I can't parry this. They'll try to attack you with their longsword, then you right click them. That's it. That's how you beat fighters. You'll win that trade every time. Barbarian, super meta right now. A lot of people just go play this. It's super fast. It's the best AP grinder. So you'll see a lot of these guys. You hard counter the shit out of them. I only died to one Barbarian the entire season while I was grinding my AP, and it was because I royally fucked up. It wasn't because he outplayed me, it was because I outplayed myself. The way that you deal with Barbarians is very simple. If they're throwing things at you, soak it as a bear. If they win a trade with you, turn into a rat, reset your health, go back in. If they commit to you and fight with you, just fight them back as a bear. Your right click will knock them out of range most of the time. Bardiche is probably the scarier weapon. Maybe even Zweihander would be the scarier of the two weapons to see. If they're using a felling axe, it's basically a free kill. You'll bop them out of range. You'll win that trade every time. They're gonna run away. They have their meta right now is speed. They need to run copper lights. They need to run light armor. They need to basically be naked to catch people and then connect with huge damage, which means they're actually a glass cannon. They're a glass cannon with a lot of health. Luckily for you, you hit for a shit ton of damage. They come to you. It's super nice fighting barbarians. They will make you rich if you're competent. Rogue, another one that you definitely want to take. You hard counter them. If you're in bear form and you have gear on, they have to stab you like 10 times. Not even exaggerating. Like 10 times to kill you in bear form. You have to right click them once. So if they've hit you 5 times and you're getting low, just run away. They have pretty weak range. They might hit you with a lucky crossy shot or something if you're in chicken or rat form running away, but just go through a door, roll a heal or two on yourself, and then re-engage. Try to bait them away from doorways. Dreamwalk counters them. You can trap them. The way that I kill most rogues is I bait them into a situation where they think they have the advantage, and then I tree at the door, or I wall the door, and then I just bully them when they come in, and I kill them in one hit. So rogues, again, another thing, you're not going to see them super often. Most people aren't doing AP grinds on rogues. You'll see them in gob caves more than anywhere, but they're a really easy fight for you to take in High Roller. Cleric's a pretty easy kill. I have other videos explaining how to deal with clerics in detail, but in short, you play around their cooldowns. If they pop smite and it sounds like the big M1 grand ka-ching, just run away from it. Just go into rat form or cat form or whatever and kite it out. Wait 5 seconds and go back in. You will win that fight every time. If they're a speedy boy, magic damage cleric, they're going to hit you pretty hard. Just roll your heals, soak 1 or 2 hits, dodge it, be a rat. Don't go into rat form, but be annoying, be slippery. Once they've cast 3 or 4 of their spells, they're basically dry, and you can go in. They're not going to have enough time to get heals out while you're right clicking them as a bear, so you can connect. They're one of the only classes in the game that has less range than you, so don't be afraid of these fights. You play their cooldowns and you win. Another fight that you want to take is Druid. This is only a big caveat of if you're good with Druid. I've never, another humble brag, I've never ever lost to another Druid, which I'm pretty proud of. But the way that I do that, I have a couple different tips. Number one, I try to bait them into situations where they chase me in cat form. I'll go into a rat, I'll make myself look weak, I'll encourage them to chase me as a panther, once they commit or they get too close, I'll just turn into a bear, right-click them, and kill them in one shot, because they lose 30% of their health, and I gain an insane amount of health and attack power. Another thing is the Molotov cocktail. You can throw that to kill rats. Another really good thing, some tips for fighting druids: don't chase them through doorways. If they go through a window, do not follow them. Just turn into a bear and break that door if you can, or manually open it. What I do is I will rat through a window, and I'll just pull out my Molotov and I'll sit there. And if the druid is stupid enough to fly through the window as a rat, it's a free kill. Other people will sit there and they'll try to spear you, they'll try to hit you, they'll try to dreamfire you when you come through. So don't be stupid and follow a druid through a door. Druids are hyper aware of how the door tech works and how windows work and how rat works. So why would you tempt fate there? Just, don't play their game, play your game. Lull them into a false sense of security or superiority by playing rat, by playing chicken, by playing, if they get a single hit on you, they might think that they have the advantage there. And then when you're in bear form, whoever attacks second generally lands the hit. So when you're in bear form, if you right-click, your body rears up. Your hitbox actually goes backwards. People don't realize this. Test it with like a rogue friend. Have him like stabbing you in the chest, and if you right-click, he'll miss, even though he's right up against you. So when you're fighting another bear, if you right-click, your hitbox goes backwards. So if they're attacking first, you move your hitbox back. Think of it like a basic skeleton, where you bait the attack and then go in. That's how you win bear versus bear fights, right? Unless your action speed is like insanely high, that's how you deal with them. And then bards. Bard is another one that you probably want to take the fight for. Good ones will kite you forever with a survival bow. Most of them don't have the damage to knock you out. They have to keep their range most of the time, which gives you time to get a reset in cover if you need to. Most druids or most bards will get cocky as the fight goes on. They're generally pretty good players. This can be a difficult fight for you, given whatever the situation is. But they will get cocky because they're going to have a survival bow. They're going to be hitting you a bunch of times. And when somebody hits you 8 times with a bow in this game, there's something mental that, that the normal player goes, they gotta be low. Like, they gotta be fucking low. This bear has gotta be, I just hit him 8 times. I'm geared. He's definitely low. And then they'll get cocky, they'll overcommit, and they'll get mopped. I'll put a clip on screen of some guy doing this to me in full biz. With bards, it's all about fuck around, find out, bro. Like, you want to come in, you want to play my game, you're going to get murdered. If you don't play my game, you'll never kill me. So bards is another fight that I don't mind taking. I used to be super scared of these guys. I've gotten used to them. It's not that big a deal. Another fight that you want to take, demon locks. So if they're a demon lock, means that they turn into a demon. They have a Chris dagger. Typically they have a heater shield. It's a really good fight for you to take because your knockback with bear form stops them from getting good value from their Chris dagger, and you can outtrade those guys every single time. Those guys, they Unga Bunga, they play a lot like Barbarian. They just come in, they're like, oh, I'm in demon form. You have 2 options. You can either kite them out and make them take a bunch of chip damage, wait for them to transform back into a Warlock, and then commit on them so they don't have any of their benefits, which pisses them off to all. You'll get angry PMs if you do that. Or you can just commit to them and box in demon form. Because if they're in their demon form, they are committed to the fight. You know that they will stay in the fight, and you will win that trade. You will win that trade every time. Demon locks are fucking cake for you. Another thing that is okay that I would avoid. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about stuff to avoid. Our hard counters. Biggest one, wizard. It's funny, it says the almighty sorcerer when they're not even sorcerers, and sorcerers are coming next. But wizard is your biggest counter, especially a geared wizard. You have almost no MDR on your build. Sometimes you can get it in off pieces and off rolls. Their entire design philosophy is insane burst damage, all magic damage, big AoEs, anti-rat to the max. Gameplay, just leave them. Right? Every time that I kill a wizard, I feel like I was extremely lucky, and I outplayed them. I have to do both. I have to outplay them and get lucky every time I kill one. It feels like the biggest uphill battle you'll ever face, and almost all of my deaths while climbing the ladder were to wizards. So don't just swallow your pride. They are your biggest counter right now. They are extremely strong. Just fucking leave them. Luckily, in solos, they're pretty rare, but just leave them behind. Warlock is another one that is okay. You know, they are killable now since they've been nerfed. The way that you fight these guys is a little bit counterintuitive. You can push with Dreamwalk, or you can push in cat form. It's okay to take a little bit of damage in cat form with a curse on you and stuff like that, but just make sure you don't get falchioned in cat form, otherwise you're dead. You push them. If you land a single hit or get close to even landing a hit, sometimes they phantomize. You just sit in cat form, follow them around, try to time your transformation and be in bear when they come out, especially if they have their melee weapon out. If they don't have their melee weapon out, you're safe to sit in cat form, wait for them to cast, dash, silence, and then you can murder them as a cat. Realize you don't do very much damage as a cat. Ideally, you want to get at least one hit in with your bear to lower them, to like really soften them up, and then you can finish with cat pretty easily. The longer the fight goes with these guys, the worse it is for you, obviously. So, you know, if you're running low on spells and it's kind of at a stalemate and you feel like you're pretty tapped on resources, realize this guy is not. He has way more than he is infinite. So just leave, go like 2 modules away and campfire, and then come back and fight him if you want. Realize that these fights typically do take a long time, unless you get really lucky, so they can ruin your round fighting warlocks. That's really the downside to fighting a warlock, is it takes fucking forever. So, you know, treat these guys with caution. You'll see a lot of these guys on Ice Cave. And then Ranger is the last one. So Ranger, a really geared good Ranger, is almost unkillable for you. You know, I did die to bear traps quite a bit, ironically. I understand the irony. Bear traps will fuck your shit up. They'll instantly kill you as a rat. Even if they're hugging the door, if you jump through as a rat, you'll die. If they have the knockback perk and they have rapid fire, it's an unwinnable fight for you. If you go bear form, you will get if they'll land every single shot and you'll go flying. You will get knocked back so fucking far. Now, if you need to fight a Ranger, a couple different tips. Number 1, spawn rush. One of the only times that I'll actively choose to fight a Ranger is if I'm spawn rushing and I get to the guy before he's even cleared a module. If they haven't even cleared a module yet, there's a really low chance that they have a trap set up, and they definitely don't have places to kite to, and they don't have doors that they can shut in your face and different things that they can do to kind of kite you out. So when you're spawn rushing, these guys are a lot easier to deal with. They don't have all the space that they need to play the game the way that they want. Another thing that you could do is push with Dreamform. So as soon as you get hit, you know, just push up with Dreamform. What I like to do is I like to get into cover, roll all my heals on myself, chuck a health pot, and then run towards them and try to dodge while I gap close. And if I get hit, which you probably will, just sprint straight towards them in Dreamform. Just sprint towards, and as soon as you get it out of Dreamform, if you can Panther Dash to gap close, great. I like to save my Panther Dash for their reload, but your goal is to just close the distance if you have to fight these guys. If you can get away from them safely, generally these guys aren't really a good fight for you to take, but if you know they are killable under the right situation and the right circumstance. Just be extremely cautious. If they have the knockback, just fuck off. Just don't even bother recanting just for a sec. This is one of the only people that you might even want to fight with your spear. So keep that in mind. You do hit super hard with your spear. It's not like you're a weakling. You have over 50 strength most of the time. So you can still chunk people with the spear. Just, you know, be really cautious around these guys. They're a tough one.